Boy, we got a serious fucking problem on our hands and we need to address this shit. We need to address this shit real quick. Texas mom allegedly brought weapons, gears for young son to shoot up middle school in exchange for babysitting siblings. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I know if I was ever offered a chance to get a favor from an adult, I'm expecting at that age maybe $5, $10 here, or there, maybe something that I want from them. Uh, not getting guns to shoot up my school. That's kind of insane. But this is the people that we're dealing with, and this is where we are right now. So let's get into it. A Texas mother allegedly brought her young son weapons and military gear in exchange for babysitting his siblings so he could fulfill his dream of becoming famous by committing mass targeted violence at his middle school. Cops arrested Ashley Pardo, 33, who sports purple hair and multiple face tattoos in her mugshot, Monday and charged her with aiding in commission of terrorism and helping the boy plan to conduct mass targeted violence on the Road Middle School in San Antonio, according to the affidavit obtained by ABC News. That same morning, the boy's grandmother, whom he stayed occasionally, found him hitting a live bullet with a hammer, the outlet reported, citing the court document. It's gonna get real uncomfortable in this bit, so I hope you guys buckle your seatbelts, right? When she asked him where he got it, the youngster, whose age has not been revealed, replied that his mom gave it to him and that she had guns and ammunition at her house. Man, man, fuck that. What do you mean you didn't reveal? No, we want to know exactly who the child is, how old the child is. We do it with everything else. Reveal how old this shit stain is because I don't care how much he's influenced by his mother. He knows what he's doing is wrong. She knew what she was doing was wrong. But here's the deal, unredeemables don't care. A lot of these accounts that you see on X right now on Twitter, these pro sympathizing, cosplaying Nazi types, these far right types, these pro black supremacist types, these far right pro white supremacist types, they're accelerationists. They do not care. All they care about is causing suffering in the world. And they're giving rise to more and more radical groups that, even though they're cosplaying tough online, they wouldn't do this shit in the real world. But there are types that do want to do this shit within their groups very sparsely, and then outside groups that really want shit to pop off because even if they know they won't win, they want to cause suffering and pain. That's what they want. They don't even care if at the end of the shit popping off, if their movement ever get legs, they know more than likely there's a good chance that they won't exist in this future, and they don't care. Even if they're going to be facing the wall, they don't care. And this is why I tell you guys to remove yourselves as quickly as possible, whether you're black, white, I do not care. If you found yourself falling amongst these people regurgitating their brain dead, low IQ takes, we don't have to live like this, or white supremacy systematically keeps us down forever. Remove yourselves from that tribalistic way of thinking, because that's exactly what the accelerationists want. Let's continue. When she asked where he got it, the youngster, whose age had not been revealed, replied that his mom gave it to him and that she had guns and ammunition at her house. So his mom is batshit crazy. He batshit crazy. He goes to his grandmother's house. She catches him hitting a fucking bullet with a hammer. For those of you that don't know, and you don't need to be a gun nut to know that, you can ignite a bullet with a fucking hammer. It's just like shooting it out of a gun. I believe, I may be stupid. I may be wrong about this. I may sound like a fucking liberal sitting there saying that an AR-15 shoots 5,000 rounds per second. Like I had to press somebody back then who said some crazy shit like this. But I'm pretty sure if you hit a hammer with a bullet, it can kill some. Hold on. Let's ask Caulk. Everyone asks Caulk on Twitter if hitting a hammer with a bullet is bad. Um, can you die if you hit a bullet with a hammer? I'm pretty sure you can because I remember looking at that show Mythbusters. Oh shit, I didn't ask Grok at all. I'm asking Grok, dog. Let me ask Grok. Can you die by hitting a bullet with a hammer? Because I would think that that would be the mechanism when you're igniting the bullet in the gun. Hitting a bullet with a hammer can be extremely dangerous, but whether it results in death. Okay, so yes, um, not all bullets will detonate when struck. Uh, Striking it could cause the primer to ignite, potentially setting off the gunpowder inside the cartridge. This can result in the bullet firing or the cartridge exploding. Okay, got it. All right. So it does cause a scientific reaction. Got it. Anyway, when she asked him where he got this bullet, the youngster, whose age has not been revealed, replied that his mom gave it to him and that she had guns and ammunition at her house. So before we sit there and we judge this woman, we need to be fair and be unbiased, all right? I know there's individuals that's gonna sit there and they're gonna say she's guilty, but you gotta think about it from her perspective. Look at this woman. Yeah, she did it. Look at this woman. If this isn't the stereotype, like I don't like profiling, dog. She's in a gang. She full in a gang. Understand? I had a gang banging brother when I was growing up. My gang banging brother would have looked at this woman and be like, "Oh hell nah, she full in the gang. Hell nah, we getting up out of here." That's exactly what he would have said if he would have saw her. He'd have been like, "I wanted a girlfriend. I woke up next to some fucking gang banging shit, some Diablo shit." She looks Spanish. She could be white. I think she's Spanish though. Definitely, I'm leaning on Spanish gang. I know she's in a Spanish gang. I don't even know why I'm playing with you guys. She's in a Spanish gang. Let's continue though. The grandmother searched the boy's room after he left and found a makeshift IED, a mortar-style firework. It's pretty much a bomb. A mortar-style firework wrapped in duct tape, along with a rifle, as well as magazines loaded with live rifle and pistol ammo. Yeah, my man was getting loaded for bear. The affidavit said. There was also a handwritten note that mentioned mass shootings along with their suspects and a number of victims, it added. The name of the mass shooter who opened fire in a Christchurch, New Zealand mosque in 2019, killing 51, was written on the device, along with Nazi references in 14 words, a nod to white supremacist symbolism, according to the affidavit. Before Pardo came to take her son to school, he turned to his grandmother, who was not identified, and told her he was going to be famous. Reports in the affidavit said. Imagine, and the grandmother apparently is the one that turned the mother in. Imagine hearing your grandkids say some shit like that. And you gotta do something because let's say he does this now for the rest of the short time that you have on this planet, your name, your family's name is stained. Terrible. Um, all right. Pardo's son arrived at school that morning wearing a mask, camouflage jacket, and tactical pants. The boys the boy was detained off campus and is being charged with terrorism. Rhodes Middle School principal Felizmina Martinez wrote in a letter to parents. Please know we take all potential threats seriously and act immediately to protect everyone in our care, she added. We will always remain vigilant to ensure our learning and working environment is safe and secure. Law enforcement began investigating Pardo's son in January after school officials became concerned about drones he had done in the school. And now, before we continue, you would think, okay, maybe the drawings is a little bit scary. Maybe it shows some violence. Maybe he's being a little edgy boy. Well, he had done drawings of the school, including a map marked suicide route. He also had the school's name written besides a rifle, according to the affidavit cited by the outlet. He told investigators that he had a fascination with past mass shooters, the document stated. In April, he was suspended for looking up the Christchurch mosque shooting on a school issued laptop, the affidavit added. Later that day, he attempted suicide with a straight razor, causing significant injuries and requiring over 100 stitches, the document stated. He was sent to a different school until May 7th before returning to Road Middle School last week. So he came back and resumed what he wanted to do. Pardo knew about her son's behavior and he had been in contact with I'm sorry. Pardo knew about her son's behavior and had been in contact with local law enforcement, child protective services, and school officials, according to the affidavit. Now, again, we need to be fair. I know what I said before is that she did it. We need to be unbiased. The mother allegedly brushed off his alarming behavior and defended his violent expressions and drawings. There are some people you people need to understand are not redeemable. Not everybody needs a redemption story. This kid needs to be put the fuck away. His mother needs to be put the fuck away. Period. However, Pardo was released on bond for 75,000 on Tuesday, according to jail records. Yo, no. Hell no. Latino gangbanger Ashley Pardo charged with buying her kid ammunition and tactical gear, which she allegedly planned to use for an attack on his middle school in San Antonio. Grandma turned her in, charged with aiding terrorism, yet immediately released on bond. Crazy. Crazy. The Padelo Beno Accenture connection forms a perfect triangle of data harvesting. So she's in this gang. She's in the God damn it, she's in the Las Padelas gang. Apparently, I, I believe it. She looks like one of them. Sure. If there was ever a look for one of them, even though I don't know what to look for one of them, she looked like she belonged in one of them. Which one? Yes, all of them. Yes. So which gang? Yes. The Padilla Bono Accenture connection forms a perfect triangle of data harvesting. Accenture's partnership with Biota creates backdoor access to biometric databases, while the Las Padillas gang provides street level identity theft operations. I don't know what the fuck this is about. Okay, sure, whatever. I knew who Ashley was because she's friends with Ethel Rose Padilla. Both of them were linked to the Los Padilla gang. Ashley did a video with Juan Gambino, and Esther Rose was a stripper who worked for my I guess my late husband's lingerie store for years. His relative works for his relative works for Accenture, which has energy contracts and is partnered with Hunter Biden's company, Meta Biota, the man in white. Then there's the family pilot who said he flew to Russia and Eastern Europe. Boy, this shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. She specifically wrote that I was bad for business and threatened to trash my LinkedIn account. Reed Hoffman owns LinkedIn. Elon has indicated that Reed is worse than Epstein. I don't know what any of this shit is. Anyway, that's the story. I know there's gonna be more information that comes out, but this is fucking crazy. But I mean, damn, we're collecting criminals of all different races here, like the Infinity Stones at this point. We can fulfill the gauntlet. I'm just saying, put them away. Put them away. You caught them. You let her go. Yo, they let her go. They let her. They let her go. They let them. Man, where's the dad? Anyway, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.